Hey, it's Samantha coming back at you from the same angle because it is now fall and this is the only good window in my house to do this from. This video is going to be the November TBR that I'm hoping to finish. It is ambitious. There are a lot of books. There are a lot of thick books. However, I think I'm going to get through them all and be able to tell you all about them. So, first book, We Hunt the Flame. I did not read this in October. I know, shame on me. I completely failed that Camp Weekend Weed because I decided not to read and instead fell into The Mad Ship, which I have 100 pages left, which I'm planning on finishing in the next couple of days. So, We Hunt the Flame. Basically, it is female disguised as man goes to find a hidden artifact that should save her world, and a prince who also disguised is going to find that same artifact and also kill off the first character, the one who is disguised as a man. And apparently they fall in love from what I hear, so excited about that. I've heard nothing but good things about this book, so this will probably be one of the first ones I get into, especially since I have the ebook, which makes reading a lot better when you have 2 kids. Next book. The Eye of the World by Robert Jordan. So I want to read this before the series, the Amazon series comes out, the show comes out, because I'm hoping that my husband will like the show so that we can watch it together. I will read the synopsis for this one. The wheel of time turns and ages come and pass. What was, what will be, and what is may yet fall under the shadow. Let the dragon ride again on the winds of time. That's all I need to know. All I need to know is that this is an epic fantasy that has been around for years and ages and everyone reads it and there are dragons and that's all I need to know. So, I'm just going to dive right into this. I don't want to know much more than that. I will let Robert Jordan build the world and not his synopsis. So, excited about this. If you've read this, please tell me. Also, I found out that the hardcovers with the really cool retro covers are not available. Like, you have to go find them at thrift stores. So, hopefully, we can do a book shopping video where I find them, because that would be amazing. And especially before the show comes out, because you know that always happens. The show comes out and then poof, all of them are gone because everyone wants to read it. Next book is The Wicked King. I have not read this one yet. I just read The Cruel Prince in September. Enjoyed it. It was a good book to like fit in between some of the heavier, hunkier books. So that is why I'm excited. This is by Holly Black. I have loved Holly Black since I read Spiderwick Chronicles, so anything she writes I will read. This is a sequel, so I'm not going to read the synopsis to you. Basically, humans stuck in fairyland, which we all know, if you know anything about fantasy and fairylands, is a bad thing because fairies are rude and mean and cruel. And hence, now we have The Wicked King for me to read. The next book I'm going to read is once again a failure from this month, from October, and that is Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. I was supposed to read this for Camp Weekend Ween and then never got around to it because I got into The Mad Ship by Robin Hobb and I could not get out of it. I fell into a deep, dark fantasy hole that I won't complain about because that's where I love to live. Anyways, Home Before Dark. This will be my first Riley Sager book. I have not read any other Riley Sager books. I know she is a booktube darling. Everyone seems to love their books. This is a haunted house sort of retelling. Apparently, a family had moved into a house. It was haunted. They got scared, moved out, and one of them, the father of that family, wrote a book about it. And the daughter, who has read the book, decides to go back to the house to see if anything that he says is true because she doesn't remember any of it. And chaos ensues. Love that for us. So, Home Before Dark. I want to read it very soon because once again, this is another book I was supposed to read in October and didn't get around to. So, yes, this is a thing. The next chunker, next to The Eye of the World, is going to be a new release, and that is Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff. This is a humanity versus vampire versus humanity story, where there is a Gabrielle de Leon, who is a silver saint and a member of a holy brotherhood dedicated to defending the realm and church from creatures of the night. Tells his story, his epic story about the war in the kingdom and everything else. Honestly, the thing that gets me most excited about this book are the illustrations, which I showed in another video, but I just like some kick-ass illustrations in here. I have not heard much about this book, and I don't know why, because this is like, it came out in October and it's a book about vampires. Okay, I feel like my obsession with vampires is showing, because I found out that From Blood and Ash had vampires in it, and I was like, why does not everyone love this? Does not everybody love vampires? Is it only me that is like fully obsessed with vampires? Like, trigger word for sure, if it says vampire in it, I'm gonna pick it up. I don't know, it must be so. But I would have thought that I would have seen this more on BookTube. I've seen it sort of Grace Bookstagram, but I'm gonna dive into this one as well. It's a hefty book, hopefully to read late at night. I love it. Alright, so very quick, very clean. That is what we're reading this month. Hopefully I'll even fit in a couple of more romance books as it goes along. I can tell you about my ideas on that. We'll see. There should be a couple of 24-hour vlogs coming up this month because I do have more time. I'm traveling to my parents' house to spend some time there. They have a gorgeous farmhouse, so yeah, stay tuned. Tell me what is on your November TBR, if there are any books that are on this as well, or if you have read any of these books and what you think about them before I spend my time on them. And yeah, hopefully I'll hear from you guys soon. And enjoy your first few weeks of November.